What is up, guys? So today we're going to talk about quick and easy usability testing that you can do on the fly that will help you make better products. So with that, if you guys are new to this channel, my name is Groce. I'm a self-taught designer. I work with large brands such as Disney, Dannon, and Huggies. So with that, this channel is all about being the best designer you can be and getting paid like you should. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe because you guys are going to learn a lot here. So let's get back into easy and quick usability testing that we can do at any time. So first of all, let's talk about why we want to be doing usability tests. First of all, these are good because when we're building a product, we're so close to the product, we no longer have fresh eyes. So when we're building stuff, being able to do guerrilla style user testing, which means is basically just getting your product in front of somebody, what you made in front of somebody, to get their reaction in terms of you give them a certain tasks to complete within your app prototype to see if your user flows are good enough or what needs to be refined. So when you're doing these guerrilla style usability tests, what is good to do is basically, like, let's create a fake scenario. If I've created a burrito app that allows you to order things such as burritos, tacos, and nachos, you know, and I go into a coffee shop or the setting where there's a whole bunch of people sitting around, even family, and I go ahead and I say, how would you order a burrito on this app? And I ask him, during this process, I want you to do a couple things. I want you to talk through all your actions and what you're thinking at the same time. This is what a guerrilla style usability test is, and basically it's just to get what their thoughts, what they're feeling about the experience that they're going through. And so having them say things like, this is loading too fast, I really don't know what to do here, I don't know what to do next, I'm clicking this button, I'm hitting this menu button, I'm hitting this text, I'm reading this text, things like that, just so you can see the thought process they're going through as they're going through this experience. And therefore, as you're taking notes while this usability test is going on, you can see where the faults are and what is working. The reason that is, you know, these guerrilla style user tests are good is to basically get feedback on what works and what doesn't. Now, there's been studies out there that you want to do usability testing on no more than 5 people. When you do these tests, 5 users is able to give you at least 85% of what needs to be changed. And this has been proven over time. The first participant that you get gives you the most data feedback that you're going to get. The second, it's going to be a little bit less. Third, a little bit less. Fourth, and a little bit less, and fifth, and so on and so on. And past the 5th one, it's found that if you do like the 6th one, 7th one, you're really wasting your time because you're gonna just get the feedback loop of what you've gotten with the first 5 people. And by the first 5 people, you already need to go back to the drawing board or fix those things that they got hung up on. So that's really how guerrilla style usability testing can help. It's really about getting the most amount of feedback from people who have fresh eyes. We're seeing this new thing for the first time, and getting, you know, that 85% feedback to make the changes to help them get to the action you want them to take. So with that, guys, this is a guerrilla style usability test. It's basically about finding people who can, you know, get their fresh eyes on your product to see if it's working, you're getting the behavior that you want. So with all of this said, how does doing usability tests get you a job? For instance, when you're in an interview, you're showing clients or prospective employer how you came about your ideas, your rationale, what you designed, how you designed it. And then the next thing they're gonna ask you is, how did you know, not only about your rationale, but they're gonna ask, how did you know to do this? Or even if they don't ask, to back up the rationale that you're giving them, you can say, and you know what, I did some guerrilla testing. So you could say, you know, I went to a coffee shop, or I tested on my family, I tested on some people just to get some simple behavior reactions so that I could get about 85% of the kinks out of my product early on. So not only did you have design rationale for these things that you were doing, but you also went out and tested to see what somebody's natural reaction that has not even had their eyes on such a product. Because the thing is, when you're designing something, you're already too close to the product to be like, to user test it. So what you have to do is you have to go out into the wild, whether you're guerrilla testing or getting a actual perfect user for this product, just to get this into somebody else's hands and tell your employer, you know what, I did the extra step of going out there, testing my design, and seeing that, okay, You know, talking to about 5 people, and really 5 people is all you need, because like I said before, after the 5th one, you're really just getting a repeat of information that the first 5 gave you. The most information and feedback you're gonna get is from that first person, and then after the next 4, you're just getting little and a little bit less. So it just shows the employer that you're talking with during that interview that you're that type of person that takes the next step and is not just a designer. You're a thinker. You know that design is about the user, and therefore, since with this knowledge, you went out and actually tested the thing that you made. And this shows very well. It shows to the employer, whoever you're talking about, client or employer, that you know more than just design and are well-rounded. You know that what you're making is for other people and not just pretty things. So that's how doing usability tests is not only can help you get bugs out early in your products, but also can help you get hired, because employers love this type of stuff. So if you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, because you guys are gonna learn a lot here. So with that, Brandon Groce, Self-Taught Designer, out.